That's it. Here we are, just trudging along. Hi, everyone.
Trudging. Yeah, again with this shit.
Again and again. I'm Trev.
And I'm David.
And we're just existing, guys. We're just
Yeah,
like everyone else, just trying to meander our way through life.
I'm a meat sack.
You're a walking sack of meat. That's interesting, because we talked a bit about cannibalism last week, but could you eat a human?
No.
I was watching a Family Guy episode, and I thought it was pretty ballsy. The Griffins, they ate a kid that, well, like a teenager that was frozen to death on Everest. They just went to town on him. And then they passed his parents looking for him, and they were like, "We don't know."
Oh wow,
It's pretty dark.
I got my coffee pods in from Amazon.
Oh, nice. You went with the Dunkin' variety again, the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, this time I got a fucking 120 pack.
Holy shit!
It came in a giant box. I don't even know where to fucking put it.
Yeah, hell yeah. How big's that box?
Oh, it's big. It's big.
I've never had the Dunkin' Donuts variety of coffee. I get the McDonald's from Costco, the massive size.
It's that classic diner flavor. You know, like when you
Right.
just get a nice cup of coffee that's made like, it's just like that shit rat coffee.
Yeah. There's an elderly woman, slightly overweight, that kind of waddles by with a pot.
Keep it coming, honey.
Yeah, okay. Keep it coming, sweetie. No, she calls you honey and sweetie.
Yeah.
Right? And then she doesn't take any shit. If you go, like, you can't go, my eggs weren't, I wanted them over easy, and they were slightly
you have
over
no
medium.
say in what goes on in that cafe.
Which is how it
diner.
should be. Yeah, you go there, and you get
and
scrambled eggs.
she drops your plate off a little bit above the table, so it slaps down.
That's a good point. Yes, there's a little bit of air that hangs between the plate and the. So I think it's just because she wants you to know that she's in charge. You know what I mean? It's like a gavel. It's like a judge's gavel.
Special.
What is a blue plate special? What is that? Is that like a discounted?
The special of the day?
Okay, I don't know where the blue came from.
That's what they say.
Okay, that's fair. The only diner I've really ever been to is that one that you and I would frequent back when we still hung out because we weren't in a global pandemic.
Oh yeah, Lucy's Diner, just up the street from me.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Open 24 hours a day.
You could get a hearty breakfast. Like, you could get eggs, toast, sausage. You could get a cup of coffee, a glass of water, and a Lucky Lager for like $15.
Yeah, and we would do that at 10 a.m.
Yeah. Well, at 10:30. Let's not be too crazy.
Yeah, the staff was always really friendly too.
Staff was great. The patrons were interesting. We saw a
celebrity.
There was a celebrity sighting there. We saw this gentleman.
And him and his friends were rambunctious.
Younger gentleman. And kind of a little bit of an asshole.
Yeah,
like
they were rude.
Yeah, a little bit of the kind of like that annoying self-entitled. It's like if a rich kid went to visit like his, I don't know. He went to like see his buddy in his like buddy's hometown, and he like walked in and
he had an entourage with him too.
Yeah, he was a kind of like a little condescending cunt, if I may. He was just a bit of a dick.
I remember going in and not recognizing who it was, and I'm like, I'm not sitting next to these fucking idiots.
Yeah. And then we ended up taking a table at the back, and then we kind of stared. Well, you were staring because you could see them, and then you kind of go, I think that's so-and-so.
Yeah.
And I turned around and I'm like, by George, it is.
Yeah. And this is a major celebrity at the time. I mean, still is.
Yeah. Definitely recognizable. Won't divulge his identity because you know what? He's a little bit young and he's still learning, and hopefully he doesn't grow up to be a full-blown shit rat, but he's well on his way. He's well on his way to just being an entitled douchebag.
And I'm not saying that because like we're jealous or something. Like him and his friends were acting like shitheads.
Yeah. Which, I mean, based on the age, it kind of wasn't surprising to me. It was just a little surprising to me that, a lot of people could probably figure out who he is, and he's still acting like that. There's no.
I knew right. Well, no, it took a little bit actually.
Took a quick second. We had to take a couple sips of Lucky before it really hit home. Before we kind of like cleared of the fog of the morning, and we were sharp as a tack. We could pick him out in a police lineup.
Then we went to a movie.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Those were the days.
Yeah.
All in the Family, great show. I grew up on that show.
All in the Family's great. I also used to always order the wrong meal there and then feel sick for 4 hours.
Yeah, that was Dave's go-to. I would go there, I'd be like, okay, so we shot a beer me last night. What am I going to have? Just nice simple eggs and toast. That sounds delicious. And then Dave, you'd always look like you were going to. You're like, that sounds good. And then you would see something like, ooh, a chili cheese dog with extra cheese or something. And you'd be like, I want to try it. It sounds.
I remember that. I got a meatloaf hot dog one time. Remember it? I had a panic attack after I ate it.
Yeah, well, you got it at like 10:30 in the morning. You got a meatloaf hot dog, first meal of the day, right out the gate.
It was so fucked up. I was like panicked afterwards.
Yeah, your body would probably thought that you were going into survival mode. It's like, why is this the first thing? We haven't lined our stomachs to fortify ourselves yet with anything,
Yeah,
and this is
fucked.
Yeah. And then always polite though, because then the server would always come over like, "How's everything?" And you go, "Delicious, thank you." That's great.
Yeah, I think I had 2 bites of that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair to them though, I mean, it probably wasn't. It wasn't the food that was the issue. It was the time of day.
Oh yeah. It's a classic diner. There's like one guy working in a kitchen no bigger than like a closet.
Yeah. That's the thing with diners like that. It's either low end diners or high end restaurants. The menu is set by one person.
Yeah,
That's the one thing they have in common, right? It's just that menu is set by it's either Joe or Joseph.
Oh yeah, Joseph. Joseph drives a Ferrari.
Yeah. Joseph drives the Ferrari and Joe catches the 123 downtown.
Yeah.
But they both set the menu at the restaurant, and I respect the shit out of that.
Yeah.
You know, for better or worse, there's one guy you're looking to, and that's Joe or Joseph. Can you imagine?
I think their menu's a little bit too large. Sometimes when you have restaurants like that, you got to keep it real simple.
Yes,
and
you do.
They go for broke there.
They do. They offer quite the variety. I think as soon as you said meatloaf hot dog, you can imagine just the gamut that this menu runs.
Yeah, there's a full meatloaf dinner too, and you can have that any time of the day. So like, fuck.
Yeah, there's the convenience factor of being able to order whatever you want, whenever you want. But then you also have to realize what that must mean on the back end.
That's what I'm saying. If I was the chef at 4 a.m. and someone ordered the meatloaf dinner, I'd be like,
yeah, you'd be
fuck.
Yeah, for the audio portion, just a big eye roll.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay because we offer both.
Yeah, we offer both. I'd be fucking upset.
Yeah, but can you imagine? Remember when McDonald's would stop serving breakfast? Like you couldn't. Like now you can get Egg McMuffin whenever.
Yeah, but they do limit the menu.
They limit it, but there's that scene in Big Daddy which really sums it up where you get there and it's like 11:03 and then like we stop serving breakfast at 11.
But in their defense though, they have to switch over hugely like to they do stop they have to start the new menu. I'm sure it's
no, I get it. I'm just saying, like, imagine all of the shit they would have to deal with.
Oh yeah,
whereas,
people probably yell at them for fucking 20 minutes. But you have to say people don't realize that to switch over from breakfast back to your regular menu is probably a big deal. Like they probably don't have that shit available to make anymore after 11 o'clock.
I don't disagree with you, and I think it just goes to show the ineptitude of most people to take that imaginative leap, if you will, and go, hang on, I'm going to pause. Before I rail against this 16-year-old McDonald's employee that I couldn't get my shit together to get here in time,
that
maybe there is a reason for this.
Inappropriate.
What? Oh, rail against?
I rail against the 16-year-old McDonald's employee?
I wasn't using... This is why the English language is such a
versatile.
poor bastardized... Or versatile. I guess that's... Yeah, we can look at it two sides of the same coin.
Isn't it apparently the hardest language to learn because of so many terms?
Yeah, well, it's just like, we took, 3 languages together, we shoved them in a blender, and it's like, here you go. Yeah, I don't mean rail in the sexual sense. I mean push up against, again, not physically, verbally.
Defy.
Yeah, you're defying a 16-year-old. You're going to verbally assault a 16-year-old. How about that?
Yeah.
There we go.
I've seen it done before in person.
Do you ever step in? Do you ever step up and go, hang on, can you not be an asshole? It's tough. I've been in that situation where I've done it.
The times where I witnessed it, I was really young, like 15, 16, like grade 10 or 11. I've seen like crazy old men yelling at them for more stuff.
Right, and it's just, I can't wait till you're hooked up to a machine and someone pulls the plug on you, sir.
Yeah.
The last time I remember not getting in someone's face, but kind of saying something was, that Tim Hortons by your place? It's on the corner. It's like a few blocks.
Oh, it's gone now.
Oh, it is? Okay.
They're putting a SkyTrain station there. They tore it down. It's an empty lot now.
Oh, no way. Okay, well, this is probably like a year and a half ago. I went there to get us coffees one morning.
Oh, there's crazies there all the time.
Yes. I ran into said crazy one of these mornings. And there was a gentleman who came back in with a cup of coffee. He had his cup of coffee. He came back in. He's like, He wasn't like he looked like a relatively normal guy, like jeans, t-shirt, like nothing to suggest that he was out to lunch too much. And he was demanding that they remake him a coffee because it was too much cream or not enough sugar or something.
Sometimes
but he cut
they fuck that up though.
Sure. And then she's like, "Okay, sir, 1 second. I'm just dealing with this." And he lost it on them. He's like, "No. I already ordered." Again, left, came back in.
Guys.
Yeah. He's like, "You make this for me now." He's like yelling at her. And at that point, I was kind of tired too, so I was just kind of annoyed. And I was in line, so he was also inhibiting me in a large way, inconveniencing me.
And you stepped up to the plate?
Well, yeah, but I mean, not in like a kind of, not in a way that I'm particularly proud of. Not that I'm ashamed by it.
You kicked him from behind in the balls?
Yeah, I kicked him. I did. Yeah, I didn't go right for the kick. I actually spread his legs out a bit with my foot. So I shuffled him.
Oh,
and then
you shuffled him.
And then
he was about to give him a pat down.
Yeah, he was a little confused too because he thought, I think this wasn't his first time someone had done that, so he kind of went with it. And then square kick to the groin. No, not really.
A backwards kick to the balls is bad because you get all the balls. You get the backside of the balls.
That's a really good point, and I'd never thought about if it's worse to get hit from the front or the back. I would imagine the back is worse twofold. Because
your foot curls. It's perfect. Right. It's perfect formation for your foot.
That's 100% true. So you get balls immediately just squished against thighs.
Oh yeah, right into the chota too. You got a flat canvas to smush it on.
Yeah, no, the surface area is it's just perfect. Plus,
and then the end of the toe scoops everything back with it, so it all hits up
with the shaft.
Goes right up your body.
That's a great point. I never thought of that.
Yeah,
but
kicking the balls backwards is way worse.
The surprise factor is going to have to play a big part in it, right? Because there's also, like, if someone's in the front of you, you can kind of, even for a split second, see what's coming. But you can kill a man if you kick him in the balls. I don't know. Or did you know that?
What? A heart attack?
I think so. I think it's a heart attack. You can kill a man by kicking him in the balls.
It's more devastating to get kicked in the balls unaware.
Can you imagine if that's how you die? How did he go out? Kicked in the nuts?
Backwards. From behind.
Backwards. Kicked in the... Yeah, a cowardly kick to the nuts.
That's fucked.
Anyways, I didn't really kick this guy in the nuts. I just basically said to him, I was like, what are you doing? I was like, she said she's going to make you your coffee. Like, you're going to get it. What's the problem here? I was like, why are you berating her like this? Like, it's not her fault.
How old was this guy?
He was like our age.
Oh, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, like old enough to know that, this person's just trying to make a living and like, okay, you didn't get your coffee exactly the way you want it. No problem. They're going to fix it.
What did the guy
it's a
say?
fucking cup of coffee. He just said so he kind of like shut down a bit. But he's like, maybe you should mind your business. I was like, well, you're making it everyone's business by yelling at her. Mm-hmm. And then he kind of just like grumbled, and then fucked off.
Oh, so he's probably a regular guy that was just an asshole.
Yeah, but I got to say, doing that, it got my heart rate going. I was
did you buy a leather jacket right afterwards?
Well, no, not in like I'm the shit. It got me going in like a way like fuck, like this could have gone sideways. This guy could have shoved a blade between my ribs.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, I wish. Some people get all the luck.
I thought you were gonna buy a switchblade and a leather jacket.
Where do you buy a switchblade? I was at Canadian Tire last summer looking for just knives for camping.
I think switchblades are
illegal.
Thing.
Okay, yeah, switchblade is that
anything that can be concealed is illegal. Right?
Okay.
So if it goes in, it's illegal.
Oh, okay. So a switchblade's the one where you like click a button and it shoots up.
Yeah.
So you could press the hilt against someone, hit the button, and then it goes right in.
Well, no, it's not because of that. It's because you can hide it. Like it's a knife that's like can be like you can.
It's easily hidden because the blade is sheathed.
Yeah, that's why
you can tuck it away anywhere. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, and then a butterfly knife is the same idea.
Yeah, that's illegal too because you can put it in.
It's sheathed, so any kind of sheathed blade. So what if I had a blade on the inside of my pants in a sheath? Is that still illegal?
That's illegal.
Okay, there we go. I mean, at least it's consistent. That's what I like laws being consistent.
Yeah, it has to be like
none
a
of this
visible blade.
Bullshit.
Okay. I mean, it still can be covered up, like in a
sheath, but it's got to be. So it's got to be like Dundee style, Crocodile Dundee, where it's on the outside of my hip, just a big knife.
Yeah. Switchblades, butterfly knives, those are illegal just because they're mobile.
Right. Okay, I get you. So here's the thing: if I see someone just like jeans, t-shirt, maybe a windbreaker with a massive knife strapped to his side, that's going to cause me alarm, and I'm going to stop and look at that. But if I see that same guy with jeans, boots, and like a cowboy hat, I just think that's part of the ensemble. I'm not as shocked by that.
I'm pretty sure you can have a knife on your belt if it's visible.
Okay. Especially if you have that ensemble. Again, like
if you're wearing a tracksuit and you have a knife on your hanging out of your pocket, you're fucked.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The tracksuit would again give me pause. I'm going to say, can I carry a knife in Canada? I'm sure it's going to say yes.
I'm pretty sure you can, yeah.
Okay, Criminal Code of Canada 84.1. Prohibited weapon means a knife that has a blade that opens automatically by gravity or centrifugal force or by hand pressure
or a butterfly knife
applied to a button, spring, or other device in or attached to the handle of the knife. You can carry a knife, but not if you're carrying it as a weapon. That's a little... I mean, that's a gray area.
No, but see, like... you can have a knife on your belt for safety or like...
Right. Carrying a pocket knife to open packages and things is perfectly legal,
yeah,
but it is a criminal offense to carry anything for the purpose of using it as a weapon.
Yeah, but they don't... If you get caught using it as a weapon, obviously you're going to jail. But if someone sees you with it on you, they don't know whether or not you're using it for something.
No, I'm going to the post office. I'm expecting a parcel, and I know it's going to be difficult to open it.
You can say anything. There's so many when you go up to like my cabin and stuff. All the guys that are driving around, you see, they have gigantic hunting knives with them.
Right. Yeah.
Visible.
Because they're going hunting.
Like,
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah. It's also the place. You know,
but I think you can go to town. They go to town with it still.
Oh, I'd go to town on many people with that knife if I had it.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I'd go.
Yeah.
That guy in Tim Hortons, for example. I would have gone to town on him.
I fucked her.
Do you know one time? So I used to be quite religious, much to my chagrin, and I went to World Youth Day one time.
Oh boy!
So for anyone that doesn't know what World Youth Day is, it's where the youth of the world that are Catholic gather for a festival that is about 7 to 10 days long.
Were they handing out pedophile starter kits?
No. They were handing out blindfolds and NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. Yeah, NDAs were being handed out like chiclets. I like when you said I shouldn't have said that. You looked to the sky like, I'm so sorry. Anyways, there's the big thing that happens there. There's like it's kind of like the Olympics. There's an opening ceremony, a closing ceremony. It's like an opening mass, a closing mass. Anyways, the Pope is there, right?
The Pope came to Canada?
No, well, yes, a long time ago. I went to Australia for this particular World Youth Day, so the Pope was in Australia.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, where I went. Anyways, point of this is, we were like basically like in hostels and backpacking it the entire time. So I packed kind of like I would. Almost like camping. Anyways, I had a knife on me. Nothing crazy, like a 3-inch blade folded down like a pocket knife. You know, just
3-inch blade. That's about right, huh?
Yeah. 7 again, right? That's a bit longer than 3 inches. Anyways, there's like massive security checkpoints at like to get in and out of these events, right? Like they're
because someone might go after the Pope.
Exactly right. Okay. Anyways, so we go through there. They check my backpack, whatever. Get into the grounds. I still had this knife on me. They didn't even know. I was freaking out the whole time. I don't even know why. It's not like someone's going to randomly go, hey, do you have a knife on you? But it was that
just kept it hidden.
But it was that easy. It also made me kind of question the security there because I was like, it's that easy for me to bring a knife through here. You guys,
I'm sure that anyone that's going to that's not trying to kill the Pope.
No, but what if they're trying to? Well, what if they just want to make a hullabaloo? What if they want to make a ruckus? I could just take it out and start stabbing. Everyone's got their eyes closed. Everyone's praying. No one's going to see it coming.
How many years ago was this?
This was 2008.
Yeah, the world didn't really hate everybody yet.
No, I disagree. It was well on its way. I mean, we're 7 years post 9/11. So
yeah, but we're into it now. We're thick in it now.
You know what? That's a good point, though, because social media wasn't a thing.
Yeah, that just started. The iPhone just was released. Facebook just started.
Yeah. That's a really good point. You're right.
Yeah, you got Twitter, Instagram, every fucking moron in the world is telling everyone to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, here we are 13 years later, and I can... Well, we were playing Warzone yesterday, and there was a guy that we knew was cheating, and within 30 seconds, I had his Instagram and Twitter account.
Oh yeah, that guy.
So it's just that easy. It's if you have any kind of stick-to-itiveness, or gumption to find someone.
Gumption, that's a good word. Yeah.
I could probably give me half an hour maybe, and I could probably pull up his water bill.
Yeah, that's.
Isn't that pretty fucked? That's pretty fucked.
It's really fucked.
That it's that easy to find people.
I think we're going in the wrong direction.
I mean, I'd like to think we're on the like we're headed for some kind of global catastrophic event. So that really, are we going the wrong direction or the right direction? That's in the eye of the beholder.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think you might be right.
Things were just. I was just born in the wrong time. You know what I mean?
Imagine. I would love to be born in like the 50s.
Yeah.
Simple.
I mean, yeah.
Except for the whole. No, there's a lot. Actually, when you think about it, there's been a lot of problems going on all the time.
Yeah. I mean, everything is problematic, and
like look at the.
When I say I was born in the wrong time, I gotta clarify that. What I mean is like
1500s, maybe. Like all you do is like lift hay.
I just mean being born in mead. That's great.
Yeah.
I just meant being born in the wrong time. What I mean is I shouldn't have been born in any time. I'll clarify.
Oh,
that
not
right.
existing.
Yeah.
Just don't exist.
I think
you
if
just want the lights to go out.
I don't want them to ever come on. If that's, you know what I mean? Just keep them off. Keep them off.
Well, then you wouldn't realize whether or not you would want to be. You'd have to. You'd have to go through it a little bit to realize,
that's true.
This isn't for me.
It's like if someone's like, do you like, I don't know, calamari? Well, I've never tried it. I don't think I'll like it. Well, but you got to try it, and then you can let me know if you don't like it. So that's
Have you not tried calamari?
I have. I'm not a huge fan of the squid part. I like the rings and the dip. It's really, calamari to me is really just it's a vehicle for the dip.
Your restaurant makes a really good calamari.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the restaurant that I work at.
They make pretty good calamari.
I'm not the Joseph of that restaurant.
They deep fry jalapenos and peppers with it.
See, that's what yeah. Back when we could do this kind of thing, if there was like an extra calamari that was made by mistake, it might go to the back. It might find its way to the back, and we would have a bit. And it was always the deep fried jalapeno rings in the tzatziki.
Oh, they're just great.
You dip those in tzatziki. I'm salivating right now. It's 9:23 in the morning, and I could have one. I could have a deep fried jalapeno with the tzatziki sauce.
One thing about those, though, is you can only have a few, and then you really feel gross.
Yeah, there is that grease factor, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like
the
it's
breading
like
is thick on that shit.
Yeah, it's thick and it's greasy. Look, you don't eat that kind of thing for the health factor, right? You don't.
Just like the pandemic expression. Remember, stay home if you're sick, come over if you're thick.
Yeah, your favorite one. I'm surprised you haven't got that tattooed on you yet. Stay home if you're sick, come over if you're thick. It's just, it gets you. It hits that point in your brain that you just.
It's too good.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, I mean, we just woke up this morning. You're having a great hair day. You look great.
Oh, really? I just fluffed it up because I had a bit of bedhead.
Looks fantastic. I gotta say, it looks like you go out in the town.
Well, I woke up, I'd say about 8, and then I always lie in bed and read the news, and it makes me really angry.
Yeah, it's a great way to start your day, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just, what's the first thing you're gonna do? I'm gonna reach for that little electronic device, and I'm gonna bathe my face in it for half an hour and just read all of the shittiness that the algorithms are gonna feed me, and then I'm gonna get out of bed.
No, I go on the local news. I read the local rag. And
I know, but the algorithms are still gonna be sending you to the stories that it knows based on your history are gonna really get you going. They're gonna keep you there.
I gotta stop doing it. It's like crack.
Yeah, and well, it's the thing. I mean, for myself, anyways, the stories that really keep me going, or like I'll click on the comments or I'll scroll through, are the ones that piss me off. It's not the ones where I'm like, oh, that's nice. Yeah. So inevitably, I get all of these shitty stories that piss me off all the time because my phone and these apps are like, well, this is what keeps him on there. And we want to keep, we got to keep this guy, we got to keep him on our supply.
A sidebar.
Yes, please.
Is there a way to make the coffee maker hotter?
I mean,
I find that the coffee maker doesn't go hot enough.
Yeah. I think you have to get like a $600 or $700 one of those like really expensive machines that you can.
Oh, okay.
They have there was
a way to adjust the heat on them.
I don't think so. I think like the normal couple $100 machines, I'm pretty sure they just kind of spit it out to one temperature.
I wasn't dissing the machine you bought. You got it for me. I was
no.
Hey, no.
I like
piping hot coffee.
Yeah. No, like That's like my buddy Pat McCrotch. Shout out to Pat McCrotch. He's got a very nice espresso machine. Actually, we all pitched in to get our other friend
I'm
one.
not chipping in to buy. I don't. It's fine.
But like those ones, I'm pretty sure you can go. Like, you know, when you go to Starbucks, you go like, can I get it extra hot? And they'll make it. They don't just like put it in a microwave. They get the machine to make it hotter.
Starbucks has let me down the last couple times I've been there.
Yeah, you've been having some tough times. You got an Americano there that was basically just hot water.
It was water. I even poured it half of it out. You could literally see through. It was not an Americano.
So I used to get So this is just me being an idiot, because that's just how I live my life. I just assume things, and then I act on those assumptions, and then I'm proven to be a moron. I was under the assumption that an Americano was more caffeine than a coffee.
No, it's
so
less.
I ordered it for years. I'm not gonna lie, like probably 4 years. I would get an Americano just because I'm like, oh, I want that. I want that caffeine hit. Turns out that just regular old drip coffee, you told me. And I also thought dark roast had more caffeine.
Yeah, so did I. That's one thing. Light roast has more caffeine. So if you get a blonde from Starbucks, you literally are gonna have a heart attack.
I wish. I don't know what it is, but I could scull a Red Bull and then take a venti black coffee. Right back,
Americano
and it barely registers.
They ground the beans down to fine powder, and then it filters the water straight through the beans. The powder.
Isn't an Americano a shot of espresso and hot water? That's it.
What's that?
An Americano. It's just a shot of espresso and hot water.
Yeah, but the way they make it.
Oh, it's also the way they make it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why there's less caffeine, because they ground the bean down to fucking powder.
Yeah, no, it's just. I think I heard a friend order it once, and I was like, "That sounds good, sure," because whatever. And then
it is good though.
It's good, but I was just.
You want more caffeine?
Well, I drink my coffee like I drink my booze. It's for the effect, not the
all
taste.
or nothing. All or nothing. You're saying.
So it's the effect, not the taste. I want my coffee to wake me up, put a bit of pep in my step.
I like my coffee.
Send
crisp.
me right to the John.
Get
and
it?
Then I want my booze to be. I want to be able to feel it. I want it to be able to I'm punishing myself for something, Jesus. And I'm gonna feel a little bit better because of it, or I'm gonna wallow. I just want that extra. I want that little.
Wallowing is good. Sometimes a good wallow is.
I think I wallow too much. A little bit of wallowing can be good, but I think it's become a staple part of my diet, and I need to transition out of it.
Oh well, I wouldn't. It's wean off of that.
Mm-hmm. My wife says I'm just too angry. I'm angry all the time.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So I've started. I used to meditate a little bit, and then I fell off the wagon.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I swear to God, I'm opening up to you. I'm getting back on the meditation wagon. I've started meditating again.
What does that entail?
Well, it entails I have an app, and it's basically just like
you hear like water falling.
No, there's not. It's not like a sound machine. It's a guided meditation. It just takes me. It's basically just like trying to not have any thoughts for like 10 minutes. Just like focusing on your breath. That's it.
Oh.
So it's pretty simple. Yet surprisingly difficult.
You know what's the exact opposite of meditation?
Drinking.
Warzone.
Yeah. Yes. I actually, oddly enough, that you say that. My wife came out of the bedroom last night after we were done streaming. She's like, I heard the PlayStation. She came out. She's like, what are you doing? And I was on the couch with my headphones in. I said, I heard the PlayStation go off. I thought you were gonna come to bed. I was like, I'm actually just meditating right now because I'm so angry. I need to cool down.
Does your PlayStation make a loud noise when it's like loading and like?
No. Like
really?
when I turn it on and off, it makes that like doo-doo sound, that like little beep.
It doesn't. You don't hear the fan and like a huge noise.
I mean, honestly, I have my headphones on, so it could be making that noise, and I have no idea.
Okay, when mine's updating or loading or starting, it's the loudest noise I've ever heard. Like it sounds like a fucking car. I don't know if that's.
Do you have it laying down or do you have it vertical?
I have it laying down.
Okay, I have mine vertical, so that could be a difference.
Oh, okay. I don't hear it. It only happens once.
And you attach the bass to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I
don't know if that's an issue.
I don't know. Yeah, I have mine. I have mine vertical because that's the only way it'll fit the space. So that could be.
No, it's very quiet once it's going. Just
once it gets to cruising altitude, it's quiet as a church mouse.
Yeah. But start up, or if it's loading something, or like downloading something, it sounds like a fucking freighter.
Hang on. Does it happen when you turn it on?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll turn mine on right now. It's right next to me. Hang on.
Oh yeah. Let's hear it. Like you know that noise. It
Okay.
makes that noise.
I'm gonna turn the microphone to it so you can maybe hear it. It's like right above it now. Okay. Oh, that was the eject. Okay, it's coming on. I think it's turning on. It's got a blue light on it now. I don't hear anything. Do you? Okay.
Is that it? It's on, loaded and on?
It's on. I can hear it. I can hear the menu sound through these other headphones.
What the fuck?
Quiet as it. Although, let me see if I can start a game. Hang on. I can't see what's on the screen right now, so I'm just kind of like doing this through muscle memory.
Okay, then like mine's.
I just heard the menu thing.
Oh wait, I can hear the noise. Hear that noise?
I can hear it going like. It's not that loud. Yeah, it sounds like a hard drive spinning, but like.
Yeah, mine sounds like that, but like 10 times louder. I don't know what that's about.
But again, not a true test because yours is horizontal and mine is vertical.
Oh yeah.
So that's
maybe
gonna
it's
be
just, and it's underneath. It's in like
an enclosed
shelf.
space, so you could be hearing an echo off the glass.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at us, detective scientists here.
Because I thought something was wrong with it, but
I mean, maybe. But if it works, what are you gonna do?
If it works, it works.
Yeah. My CPU, you know, it only jumped up. I can see my CPU usage here. It's at 7.7% right now. I'm running audio recording, OBS, and Skype, and then adding that only jumped it up to 9.9. Only 2%.
Well, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
That's for your monitor?
Just like my overall computer usage.
You have a computer?
Yeah, I had to. When we started streaming, I had to buy a new computer because my laptop.
Oh yeah, you have a desktop now.
Yeah. My laptop couldn't do shit.
What's your system? Oh, I guess we should.
Thank you for asking. I have a Hewlett Packard desktop computer.
That's great.
Yeah, I found one on sale at Best Buy.
Wait, so you run the PlayStation 5 not just through the monitor, not through...
Well, I mean, if in case anyone cares, this is how you do it. So, in order to like stream everything, I have the PC set up and everything runs through that. So the PlayStation actually runs through a capture card.
Wow.
So it runs through a little box, and then the USB from that box goes to the computer, and then there's an HDMI out that runs to my monitor.
That's technical stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of little box.
A lot of Googling, a lot of YouTubing. Yeah, right. It's kind of hard. You got to get.
That's why guys that stream have two monitors, then, huh?
Well, yes. So I have two monitors as well. One's the game, the one right in front of me. Although
and the one's your computers.
Exactly, and then I have the other monitor to run the program, make sure that's all up and running, and then also like look at the chat window and see anyone that's chatting with us. And
oh, that's wild! You have the actual streamer setup.
I do, yeah. Well, some streamers will have two computers because they'll game on PC. So instead of having, but like essentially my second PC is.
Oh yeah. And then the game on PC, and they get like a 100 times advantage on you, and then you don't understand why you're killed instantly, and then you look at the replay, and you saw the guy for half a second, and he was looking at you for 3 seconds.
Exactly, and then you get angry, and then it happens enough times that you have to go meditate.
Yes.
So
or you snap. Yeah. Punch out your neighbor.
Yeah. Oh, I saw this video. I saw this TikTok of this one guy. It showed his streaming setup, and the monitor was like, you know how when you hit like an LCD monitor, it bleeds? It's that, and then it panned to the wall next to it, and his PlayStation controller was embedded in the drywall.
But like, how much is that? Probably a setup.
I mean, if it was set up, then he got a broken monitor, hooked it into his, because he had a system, right? This was a mounted TV, so if it's set up,
you saw it though. Like, how many people would view? Like, I just don't trust people that do that anymore because you could tell they're going to get millions of views.
I 100% agree. But then it also flipped the camera around to him, like his face, and he was just like, you know, like that. You know how like when you lose your mind and then you see the results of it and you go like, fuck. So yeah, I'm sure he did it because he knew he would get a lot of views, but. Also,
I know
a lot
of losers do it. Like the guys who are filming their 15-year-old kids hitting this TV with a baseball bat. Like, that's staged. You're a loser. Your kid's a loser. You're both losers.
No, there's so many times I'll be like scrolling through TikTok and I'll see videos and it'll be like a prank video and I'm like, this. First of all, your ring light is set up, So if you're pranking someone
so bad.
and they
the
walk into the
supermarket
room,
ones where they have a girl that they're startling, and she's like, "Get out of here!"
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
That's your
yeah.
friend,
Yeah.
and you guys are both losers.
Yeah, that's your
and
friend, and she was like, you know what? I got nothing going on today at work. It's dead. Why don't you guys
you know
come
what
in?
pisses me off even more? That
lay
those
it on me.
videos get millions of views,
Yes.
and they're blatantly fake. So
Yes.
everyone that watched them and liked it and give those people money is a fucking loser too.
Yeah, you'll look at it, you go like, hang on a sec. All of you were hoodwinked. You were all of you agree. You all thought this was genuine. I weep for humanity.
Yes.
I weep for you.
You're just paid for that guy's car, and he made the most blatantly obvious, stupid video on the fucking earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the world keeps on spinning. But so here's the thing, though. I mean, let's argue this for a second. Let me play devil's advocate. So did this video bring those people enjoyment? Did they enjoy watching it? Yes.
They enjoyed watching a fake video?
Well, they don't know it's fake. But the
You
enjoyment...
have to. I've seen half of them. They're so fake.
No, I know. But like you and I
it's
know
like those videos
fake.
of going up to a homeless man and giving him $10 and then going, "Did you see what I just did?"
Yes,
like,
yes.
It's that bad. That's what YouTube is now.
Was your charitable act really charitable if you didn't tell everyone about it? Yes, I agree. But what I'm
Such
saying is
garbage.
the people that don't realize it's fake, do they get any, like, is there any less enjoyment for them? No, they think it's real. So to them, they get that
If
enjoyment.
they don't realize those particular videos we're talking about are fake, they shouldn't exist.
They don't though, right? Because if you see those videos, you don't go, "Oh, I'm going to like this video and comment, good job," right? So if they knew it was fake, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't be like, "Hey, like this, I like that so much. Oh my god, that was great."
No,
Look what
most
you guys
of them,
did.
I've read the comments on them because I just have to see what people say when they're so badly fake. And a lot of people still comment saying, "I know this is fake, but it's hilarious." Like shit like that. It's like, you are a waste of space.
People comment, "I know this is fake, but it's hilarious."
Yeah.
But isn't
Seems staged, but this is so LOL.
Isn't the hilarity coming from the fact that it is a prank and you're pranking an unknowing person?
Yeah.
Isn't that, okay.
I guess
So
that
how
they
is it
just
still
like the
funny?
production value.
Okay. Yeah, no, I really, again, I hope we're just headed right to that catastrophic event. I thought, yeah, but I just, good for you guys. Good for you guys. Yeah.
It's just like that boxer that you sent me that thing of that Logan Paul guy fighting Floyd Mayweather. Like, you know what? Okay, there's a few things that are terribly wrong with that.
So, I mean, I kind of know a little bit about it. I think you know a bit more. So just so
okay, first of all, the guy's
Logan Paul is a
low-life
YouTuber, right?
yeah,
Right, he's a
and
YouTuber.
like the worst of the worst YouTuber, like a guy that makes his living off of pissing people off, like that.
Didn't he
like-
go to like that?
Like
that,
he'd throw a jug of urine on an old couple and then be like, to get laughs. He's like one of those. He's like the everything that's wrong with society in America in a person.
He's like that celebrity that we saw at that diner. This celebrity is on his way to becoming
No,
this
worse
guy.
than that.
No,
Worse
that's what I
than
mean.
that.
That's
This
what I
guy's
mean.
a-
Like if he continues down this path, he would become a Logan Paul.
Him and his brother are YouTubers where they just do the most idiotic things and then brag about how much money they have. They're the biggest pieces of trash on the earth.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up Logan Paul.
Okay,
worst
let's put it
prank.
this way. He went to that Japanese forest in Japan where people go to commit
This is what I was
suicide,
gonna ask you. So
and he
like
took
people,
pictures with the dead bodies for
Logan
his YouTube
Paul
channel.
and the toxic YouTube prank culture that created him explained. Now, this was in 2018. Yeah, so he went to this forest. Upon seeing the body, Paul calls out, "Yo, are you alive?"
Yeah, like that guy should like I would be.
And then continues to film his reaction to the discovery, complete with laughter and joking.
He's the biggest piece of shit. His brother's even worse.
Despite YouTube's policies prohibiting violent or gory content, the video quickly went viral on the site, reaching number 10 on its trending list. Hey, but you know what? If a couple of guys review a beer, we should take that down.
Okay, but the fact that he's fighting that Mayweather makes boxing a joke of a sport. It's actually it's spitting in the face of a sport that they're trying to keep alive. So that's just an embarrassment in itself, and they're only doing it for their paycheck. So anyone that pays for that is paying for Logan Paul to get a new car, and I would gladly pay to see that guy die.
Well, you might, depending on how that fight goes.
Well, obviously Floyd Mayweather is the number one boxer in the world. It's the stupidest event I've ever seen.
Yeah, I guess why would he agree to that, right?
Because he's probably going to get $50 million for it.
Okay, wait. So we've established that Logan Paul was or is still he doesn't do big YouTube stuff anymore, does he?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't think many people... his brother, Jake Paul, is that idiot that's boxing all those guys that aren't even boxers and then says he's a professional fighter.
Wait.
He won the last two boxing matches against guys that don't even box. One guy was a retired NBA basketball player.
Logan. So wait, they both box.
Yeah, they both
Okay,
look like
okay,
each other too.
okay,
They both
okay.
look like weird fucking squirrels.
So Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul fight confirmed for June 6th. And now I know who Floyd Mayweather is. I mean, I think his name is pretty synonymous with just boxing in general. So why did he agree to this?
Because he was retired, right? He hasn't boxed.
Okay.
So it's just a paycheck.
Versus Logan Paul. I can't believe this.
But it just makes boxing like it's just like some things no integrity, zero. And nobody on the planet has any integrity anymore.
A fight is perhaps no surprise given the success of Logan Paul's brother, Jake Paul, who beat former UFC fighter Ben Askren 2 weekends ago to reportedly
He wasn't a
earn
former.
in excess of
First
$10
of all,
million.
he was a wrestler, and he did UFC for like a year and got his ass kicked, and then retired.
Okay, so he didn't really retire so much. That's like if you go to university, you fail your courses, you're like, well, yeah, I retired from university. No, you flunked out.
Yeah, so it's just like the guy is a well-known wrestler, like a world champion, Olympian, but that doesn't mean he's a boxer.
Okay, so these guys used to YouTube, or they still do, and now they've done the normal thing most YouTubers transition to, which is professional boxing.
Okay, look up right now Jake Paul's rap song, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about the guy in under 10 seconds.
Jake Paul rap song. Okay.
Did you find it? It's a music video.
It's Every Day, Bro.
Yeah.
Is this it? Uploaded May 30th, 2017. Oh, there's also Fresh Out of London.
Fresh Out of London, that's the one.
That's the one?
Yeah, please watch that for fucking 10 seconds.
Hang on, I'm getting just assaulted by some kind of ad here. Okay, but now here we go. Wait a minute. Before I play this, I'm now contributing to his paycheck.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You have to see it. I think
It starts off with three scantily clad women on a bed. This is the very first shot. And I have to say, I think a lot of people, perhaps maybe even people we know, make these kind of videos just to have scantily clad women on a bed.
I think they are actually made money just because they're so, like, what is the word? Cringe-worthy. So
oh my God. Holy shit. Okay, first of all, this woman on this bed with this phone, how is she not an Academy Award nominee? She's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, but have you got to him yet?
Wait, he's drinking orange juice and eating bacon, and she asked when he's gonna fight someone?
Yeah, it's so bad.
They're talking about a penis length? Wait a minute. There's some kind of small guitar being played and a drone shot. There's like a mariachi band. Is that? And there's and he's in a hoodie.
I think it's on purpose. Like, I think it's so, like, outrageous on purpose. Do you hate him yet?
All right, I'm 49 seconds in.
Yeah, you don't have to watch the whole thing. It tells you right away how like I would gladly watch that man die of a very bad death.
Okay, there's just I feel like the word hate is bandied around a lot, and again, going back to the English language.
No, hate is a legitimate thing for this man.
No, I just hate carries it should carry a very powerful emotion behind it. And I don't even know if that emotion is strong enough, the visceral reaction I have to the 49 seconds I've seen of this. Yeah. It's got 23.7 million views. So it's got 546,000 likes.
How?
And 501,000 dislikes.
Every one of those people that like that video has to be off of this earth.
Okay, so this comment was pinned by Jake Paul. Bradley Stinson said 9 months ago, I don't like Jake Paul, but the song was fire. I can't cap. 10 Thumbs Productions 4 months ago says, this is what happens when Disney Channel Flow tries Coke for the first time. It's a pretty good comment. That's a good comment.
Anyone who liked that video, I would love to see who they are as a person. Like, they are not an okay person.
Okay, someone said 231. Dang, this part is lit. I'm going to see that.
Okay.
Dude, this song is 2 minutes and 30 seconds long.
But see what I mean? I think he's doing it he knows it's so trash.
That the comment like, damn, this part is lit. It's when the song's done.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and
I think these guys make a living off of knowing that everyone hates them.
Right, but now aren't we part of the problem, right? So now haven't we entered into the cycle that is part of the thing that we just said that we hate? Aren't we now the very thing that we just said that we disliked?
But
by talking about it and looking at it.
But that aside, yeah, that's bad. But
hang on.
But when they add it to boxing, like boxing is a professional sport. People train their whole lives for that sport.
Yeah.
And this guy's, the fact that Floyd Mayweather is agreeing to it and it's just making a mockery of that sport. Can you imagine if you're a young kid that's trained since he was 15 years old to become a professional boxer?
Right.
And the next fight that a guy's going to get paid millions is fucking Logan Paul.
Yeah, like Floyd Mayweather is like someone that you aspire to be, and you look up at that
I jump
career,
off a fucking bridge.
That's where that career is. Yeah, that part makes a lot of sense to me, because when you look at anything like artistic, I guess, like making music, acting, like great, like painting, you can look at people that you aspire to that are the upper echelon of whatever craft that is.
It's like High School Musical being nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you don't have to be that good to participate in it, I guess is what I'm saying. So like, you have amazing rap artists, right? And then you have this fucking asshole that's got a bunch of money and he's got a drone and he's able
it's almost
studio access. He can kind of go off there and you're like, okay, like, he's not making so much a mockery of rap.
No,
like,
you can
you can look at that and be like, okay, obviously you're not gonna rise to the top, like you said, you're to your point, you're not gonna get nominated for anything.
Yeah.
But to be able to jump all of that because you have money, and then all of a sudden in this sport be able to fight one of the best that's ever fought, does make a mockery of it. Yeah, that's a piss off.
And boxing should be worried about that too. But why would anyone take boxing seriously?
Well, I don't know about boxing regulations. There's some governing body, right, that's going to have to approve this fight for it to be a legitimate fight, right?
Yeah, of course.
So this governing body, the one that is, like, I guess, shepherding boxing as a sport, they looked at it as going, well, this guy, it's going to get a lot of eyeballs. So they care more about the view count.
Because boxing has been in a decline.
Right.
UFC is way more popular than boxing's kind of it's on the back burner right now.
Right. So who's making a mockery of what then? Isn't the sport itself
I think it is
mocking
because
itself?
The ratings
because they're
are bad.
allowing this to happen? They're going, sure, fuck it.
That's even sadder.
But also, in some of their minds, don't you think there's this idea of, like, this fucking kid, he wants to box this guy? Yeah, sure, we'll let that happen. You think you can do this? Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Let's let him have it.
Not only has he done, but he's been mocking, like, Floyd Mayweather and everyone else, saying he's the best boxer. Like, he's been egging people on to fight. So maybe they're like, yeah, fuck you.
Just gonna have a death wish? Like, is he just like so fucked up from putting his life, living his life in the way that, like, the YouTube algorithms will applaud?
He's literally been doing that for the last 15 years.
So is he just? So it's. I think we're kind of looking at.
He was one of the first viral YouTubers. I don't know if you remember, like in 2009 or 8 when YouTube came out, he would walk around and then do splits in front of people really quickly, and then do the thumbs up.
All right.
This was like 09.
So if you looked at this guy and he'd been doing, like, a hard drug for 15 years, and you saw these kind of actions being exhibited, wouldn't you kind of look at it and be like, fuck, like, this guy's so fucked up? So what I'm trying to say are we seeing the kind of, like, worst end result of, I don't know, like, living a digital life as a drug?
Well,
like, he's been chasing the click high of likes and comments for so long.
They have, like, podcasts and shit too. There's so many people that actually like and follow them. Like, the younger kids, like, follow the fuck out of these tits.
Yeah,
it's disturbing.
That's problematic. There's no, like, what was I watching? I was watching an episode of Chicago PD a couple weeks ago, and there was a disclaimer in front of that show that said, warning, this show contains graphic content related to a plane crash. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why would it say that?
I don't know, in case people are triggered by plane crashes. My point is, I have to have a disclaimer before I watch a show on TV. Yet these assholes have hours, hundreds, thousands of hours of content that anyone can search whenever they want, and there's no little placeholder saying, hey, by the way, these guys are fucked. Maybe watch for entertainment only or as a cautionary tale, not as a roadmap to success.
Yeah, and there's kids watching it, like 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds.
Right, and you can just you can see the evolution of a 12 to a 14 to an 18-year-old, and you knew that you were going to dislike the 18-year-old at 12 based on what they were able to consume and the choices they were making. It's startling how early you can start hating people. It's quite fascinating.
Yeah. And you know what I think back on when I grew up, like when I was young, I would not want to have this technology when I was growing up. I would have preferred no internet. I remember how much fun it was to just play like really simple video games thinking, oh my God, this is so cool.
Right, but going back to the calamari example,
yeah,
I think I can confidently say I agree with you, having tested the waters. Do you know what I mean? Having known what it's like.
Know first. No, right. But I'm saying I don't. If I was 15 now, that would be fucked. I wouldn't want all this shit.
I think you quickly realize. I think I would quickly realize, especially going to school and in that like microcosm of society, that I wouldn't want it. But it's there, so I have to engage.
Like cell phones in school? That'd be
I think like junior high, I think is where, like maybe halfway through junior high, like maybe grade 8, 9, there would be some terrible thing that would happen on social media that would probably severely cripple my social life. Or my social status, and then I go like, I fucking wish this wasn't a thing, because now I have to deal with, I don't know, some
that
photo,
just started happening
tweet.
when I was in high school.
Yeah,
people started going on those chat sites where everyone in school can go on and talk about everything that's going on in school.
Yeah,
that was the biggest thing that was happening when I was in grade 12.
Yeah, so like where it used to be,
but so and so said this on the site.
So and so said this to someone. It could kind of be contained and it wouldn't really spread. Now, I mean, all it takes is a simple click and you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like, you're totally fucked. Either you posted something you shouldn't have, someone else posted something they shouldn't have, someone recorded something that shouldn't have been recorded.
Like, you're wearing diapers in the locker room and somebody got it on your phone, and your whole life is over?
It could be something so innocuous. You know what I mean? Like, you could be
picking your nose in the bathroom?
Yes, or like post-gym class, someone pulls out some kind of like Axe body spray and goes, oh, look at Derek uses this, what a loser. And then all of a sudden for 2 weeks...
It's got fucking 100,000 views. And
Scarlet letter Derek, no one's dating him, no one's doing anything.
Derek the Axe?
Yeah. Give Derek the axe. Hey, guys, let's everyone give Derek the axe. And then all of a sudden you're walking through school and everyone's just spraying you down like you're some contaminated little germ.
Yeah, and then it happens for the whole... And you're grade 9, and that happens till you're graduated.
And then you got the video, and then it just keeps coming back. It happens in grade 9, then you're in high school.
I remember
then at your graduation,
there was a couple
the video
guys
plays.
in my school that got joke nicknames in grade 8, and it lasted their whole entire high school, 8 to 12.
Yeah. So now what? You go to, hey guys, can I play some Call of Duty with you guys? Yeah. What's your username? I'm assuming it's this Piss Pants Derek, right? That's
yeah.
Then you got to name yourself Piss Pants Derek.
I'm not joking. I can't say the names.
Yeah, I don't want to perpetuate.
Two guys I knew had.
I mean, tell me after.
Names, yeah, and it stuck their entire high school.
Yeah,
career.
like it's like hilarious, but also crippling, like psychologically crippling. So yeah, I think also when I'm that age, like when I want everything, I want access to it all. Get it in my fucking veins. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want the best tech. I want access to it all. I want to be able. If you tell me I can't do something, I want to do it twice over. So I think, yeah, like now having this and seeing like the ramifications, where I look at people in junior high now and I go, that like I feel so bad for you. That's fucked, because it was tough enough being awkward, like socially awkward, but now
under the microscope.
Yeah, there's nowhere to hide. There's no like little in group you can have. Everyone's in the same group.
You can talk to yourself in your bedroom.
Yeah, well, that's gonna end well. We all know how that ends. That ends with a trench coat. Yeah, that's not good. That's so you're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
That does end with a trench coat.
But I don't think any 14 or 15-year-old, or at least the vast majority, have the psychological wherewithal to go, you know what? I can take photos and videos and post them whenever I want, have instant access to every single person, both the top tier celebrities and this guy that I want to make fun of, both at school and outside of it. Yeah, don't give me that. Please don't. Please, everyone, yeah, they're just trying to score a 6-pack of beer and get fucked up.
Actually,
that was
I didn't drink until I was in grade 11.
When did I first? Yeah, about there too for me.
Grade 11 going into grade 12. So I didn't drink until the summer of into grade 12.
Yeah. I think I maybe had a Labatt Blue, or I had like a quarter can of Labatt Blue at a family dinner when I was like in grade 10 or 11. My dad was like,
I remember the first time I got drunk, I had a 6-pack of Kokanee and drank 3 of them and I was wasted.
Times haven't changed much. Same beer, just a couple more.
Okay.
Well, that's what what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't. My friends have a daughter, and she is in junior high now, I think. So it's like that's. I think they're kind of like just entering that like. Fuck, what do we do? Like, you need a cell phone.
Junior high, what the fuck is? I didn't have when I was in high school. It was elementary school was 1 to 7. High school was 8 to 12.
Okay, so sorry. So in Alberta, elementary school is 1 to 6. Junior high is 7 to 9, and then high school is 10 to 12.
Okay.
But I had that bastardized
here
thing.
Now, there's middle school 6 to 8, and then you go to 9 to 12 in high school.
4 years of high school. Isn't that how the States does it? Don't they do 4 years of high school as well?
Yeah, I did 5.
Well, when you have to repeat a grade, it ends up adding an extra year. I'm guessing it was math that did it for you.
8 to 12. And it was scary because when you're in grade 8 and there's 4 years of people ahead of you, it's like a fucking...
And those are the years that really count. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, those are the ones where you see a massive difference between the freshmen
and you get a lot
and the graduating class.
The older people love to fuck with the new...
Really? I would imagine for me, if I'm in
12th
school? Grade, okay, yeah, that's it, right? That's just it. If it's an all boys school, then yeah, there's a lot of hazing going on.
Oh, an all boys school that focuses on football.
Oh, yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But that school doesn't exist in the same way anymore. I think you said, right? It's co-ed now.
It's co-ed now.
Yeah.
It went co-ed when I was in grade 11.
Can you imagine? That's just.
Oh, how many? Excited.
Yeah, how many?
It was a problem. The transition was not smooth.
How many pregnancies? Are we talking
pregnancy.
double digits?
It wasn't pregnancies. It was the way the gut, like the what do they call gawking?
Oh, so
cat calls.
Oh, okay. So all of you children
think
were
about
like construction workers.
Yeah,
like
8
gross
to 12
construction workers.
Construction workers now when the girls are in school.
Ew! Why would they do that to those girls? And why would
those girls want to come there?
Why didn't they beat the shit out of you guys? Like, what happened when he got caught gawking? Did they beat the shit out of you?
No, this only lasted for the first few months of like.
That's good. So you take a couple of the big gawkers and you beat the piss out of them, and then everyone else falls in line.
Yeah.
Ugh, that sounds terrible.
It was a rough transition. Well, can you imagine? Think about it.
So
700 men finally get women in their school.
Okay, first of all, they're boys and girls. They're not men and women at that age.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry. 700 kids get 7 women.
So these girls essentially paid for the financial benefit of whatever reasoning was behind this merger.
I don't know what the financial benefit. It was a private Catholic school, but it was poor. Like, it was a shithole.
Well, but no, I'm assuming that like they were like, okay, if we combine these schools, we'll make more money, or we'll stop hemorrhaging.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, it was for money. They were going to close. A couple of Catholic schools in the area closed because they weren't getting enough funding from the alumni or the priesthood.
So like everything else, they're like, well, you know what? The girls are just gonna have to take their lumps because we need to make that dough.
Do you know what pisses me off the most is after I graduated, the school got a ton of funding from the Brotherhood. Yeah, like millions of dollars. I think it was a silent donator, and then I went back for my 10-year reunion, and the place is fucking TVs. Yeah, no. They got 3 new wings built. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Let's just do these mental gymnastics real quick, okay? Follow me through this. So they introduce a lot of girls to these seemingly somewhat stunted, horny, angry boys.
Yes. Well, not really angry. We had fun with it was actually fun as an all boy. The guys get you got a lot of freedom in it.
I love it. But okay, so this happens your last year there.
Second to last.
Second last year there. You leave, right? Yeah. Then all of a sudden, magically, a bunch of money from a silent donor gets poured into the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds to me like hush money. That sounds to me like
Oh,
a little
no.
bit. That sounds to me
No, I
like
think
something
because it went-
happened. We're gonna look the other way, and the school's gonna get a lot of money.
No, I think because it went co-ed, it got
That's what
a
I'm
little
talking
more-
about.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't
you know.
hush. Yeah, maybe it was hush money.
So there was something going on.
But
And-
it's so fucked up. Now they have a brand new gymnasium, an entire
well.
new wing, like all new programs,
Uh-huh.
TVs. They have an outdoor sports center. Like fuck off.
Yeah, built on the back of psychological trauma of a few.
I didn't have any of that when I was there.
Yeah, and now look at you. Look at how you're thriving.
Yeah. We're doing a podcast talking about young
Look at
boys.
Logan Paul and calamari and the Blue Plate Special at our old favorite diner, which we can't go to right now. Is Lucy still kicking? Please tell
It
me
is
that's not
kicking.
gone.
You can order it online, and they have
Fuck
a
yeah.
small patio up front.
Fuck yeah. I got to hit up that patio. I love that place.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, we're going to have to wrap it up because I'm going for a haircut. I'm going to go get my locks trimmed. So
Yeah.
thanks very much for trudging along with us, guys.
Yeah.
We love you, and we will see you next week.
See you next week. White